Hey there, cardomancers. April here on Tarot and Witchery, and this is another installment of my favorite decks series. This is where I go through and I share with you a deck or decks that I'm in love with, and I talk about how I use it, and I hope that you'll be inspired. So let's jump into the deck that I've chosen to share with you this week. I talk about this deck all the time on my videos because it is just a favorite. It's in my Loves Me Not video, so you may be already familiar with it. This is going to be a little bit more of a flip through of it. This is the Tarot of Transformation by Willow Arlanea and Jasmine Lee Corey. So, and it says, chart your own course to healing and spiritual awakening. This is the book that comes with it, and I'll talk about it here in a little bit. The backs on this, they're really just nothing. Maybe some of you like just solid backs. I've talked about this. You guys, this is just the worst cardstock ever. If they reprinted this, I would buy it, but I'm super happy to have it. And there's not too many copies of this left. There's like limited amounts, but I do have a link down below. However, I may order another one just to have this on hand. It comes boxed, like it's not even, it doesn't come in a box. I got this organza bag for it myself. So it doesn't come boxed, and it comes like, I don't know, there's like the book, and then the cards are stacked on it, and then there's a piece of paper wrapped around it, and it's wrapped in plastic. So I don't know. I don't know why they did it like that, but they did. The principle behind this deck is that it is for, the idea is that each card represents what you get when you're transformed by the card. So we have the Chariot here, and it says Agent of Change. You can see here that the illustrations on this are so beautiful. Here's the star card. It's so lovely. She's like this Ellen of the Ways or something that's in here, and it says Guiding Light. It's just, this deck is so unique. I don't have anything else like it. I feel like this is a soft deck, a really sweet deck that calls you to be powerful, to be kind to yourself, to honor the process that you're going through, and to really allow yourself to dive into whatever it is that's happening and see it as a force for change, a force for transformation. So 8 of Wands, normally we just have these 8 wands going across, and this is called Dreamtime. You know, very, very different. There's this river. It's just, these cards, you can just look at them for hours. 6 of Swords, that's the crossing over. So it says structure for the journey. These cards are just so beautiful. I never tire of seeing them. And I'm going to look up really quickly when this is published. Yeah, so it says 2002. I would have guessed the 90s. They maybe started making it in the 90s just because the illustration style reminds me of sort of the era of Starhawk. You know, I mean, that's 21 years ago. 9 of Wands, Tantric Sexuality. You will find there's so much going on in each one of the cards. So Wands is pink. The major arcana is purple. And so the sun is the radiance of being. The radiance of being. Green, of course, is discs or the suit of earth. Yellow is swords. So here we have, and then of course we have different court cards. Here's the server of swords. So I'm going to get into this a little bit. Cups is blue, like water is blue. Look at just how glorious these images are. Here I am jumping in to say, hey, have you seen my playlist section? There's all sorts of cool stuff on there. And while you're at it, you may want to sign up for my newsletter down below, where you get access to my free learning library that has all sorts of PDF printables. So I will use this deck over a period of time. It's something that I will pull out when I'm working through something within myself, and I just need some care. I need concern. I need a hand that is loving and kind. I need to be able to look at myself in a way that's honest, but very gentle. So in this way, I feel like this has a very mothering, a sweet mother sort of form. There's times when this deck is, I would say this deck is actually very direct in some ways, but at the same time, I feel like it's surreptitious, meaning it comes in and it says, well, have you looked at this? Look at this little thing over here. Look at this little glimmer over here. Have you noticed this? And then you look over there and you look at that, and then it starts unfolding into kind of the revelation that you're needing in a way that's, it's honest. Okay, so it's not a direct deck. It's honest, but not direct. I feel that a lot of times that this deck will sneak up on me with what it's saying, and in that way I'm taken by surprise in a good way, so that I'm not having this head-on confrontation with whatever is going on with me. It doesn't feel like threatening in any way at all. And so you've got the card is in here. You can see, look at this book, how funky it is. It's just it's not like it's some fabulous publication where I go, wow, the book is beautiful, all the color illustrations and everything. That's not it at all. It's the quality of the images. It's the love that was put into these cards. These are just so powerful. And so Two of Swords, creative differences, and it talks about the number 2, and then it goes into all the different things that you could be thinking about. And so it'll talk about the card itself, like the image. And she says here, this card reminds us that we can move beyond an orientation where duality means divisiveness, and appreciate how two can come together in harmony and beauty. This could be 2 points of view, 2 ideas, 2 energy fields. It's about 2 adding to each other rather than canceling each other out. When we hold this perspective during an argument, for example, it is not a matter of who is right and who is wrong, but of seeing what a part of the truth each carries. This can lead to seeing a bigger truth than either could see alone. The ability to see something new or to see a new way is graphically represented in the center of the Vesica Pisces by a form that looks like the iris and pupil of an eye, symbolizing the combined visions that can come in collaborative work. When you get this card, it's a good time to look at how you are relating to differences, especially in the mental realm. Are you stuck in a polarized position or open to other points of view? Can you let differences be enriching rather than threatening? Can they open the way for new ideas and creative solutions? And then it has to further explore. You can see that this is very cerebral in its presentation. It's you're going to have to feel your way into the cards, and even the illustrations sort of say that. Like, you're going to have to feel your way into me in order to find the answer. And so in this way, I find that this deck is, again, a surreptitious deck. And sometimes I really need that. And sometimes if I'm in a place that feels dreamy or very magical, this is the kind of deck that I want. I want something that's going to let me explore, that's going to give me different things to think about, different ways to look at it, different ways to grow. And having the original name of the card on here and then renaming it to what it transforms us to, I feel like that really gives me options, and it can take me out of the everyday way that I look at the tarot. In the back, you've got these charts, and so that's really nice that have, like here it says, Suit of Swords. First one is point of origination, seeing through in process of arising, seed ideas, new ways of thinking about things. So you've got like the keywords if you just want to use the back in that way, and that's kind of neat. And so that you've got the pages are the server, the knights are the teacher, the queens are the healer, and the kings are the masters. And so you've got that little bit of difference in there. Again, this deck, it's so special to me. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I think it was one of those things where I was just on Amazon going after looking at deck after deck after deck, and this came up and I just saw the illustrations and I thought, I gotta have this deck. Let me know what you think of it and if you have anything like this in your collection. If you're someone who does a lot of dreamy, deep personal work, I would recommend this a lot. Until we meet again, may you find the deck that takes you gently into the place where reflection brings revelation.